We may wish to get cozy with a blanket and some pillows, finding a comfortable spot for our body, allowing ourselves to settle in, beginning to turn our attention inward and let the outside world fall away. Taking a moment to pause and ask ourselves, how do we feel right here, right now? Noticing our body. Are we holding on or tensing any of our muscles? Can we begin to release and let go? Making any minor adjustments to our position as we soften through our jaw and our shoulders and our hips. Observing our body to find any other places where we can become more comfortable. Perhaps inviting our gaze to soften and our eyes to fully close. Each Nidra experience is totally unique, and yours is perfect exactly as it unfolds. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Letting go of any judgments or expectations as we allow the entire weight of our body to surrender to the surface below us. We are fully supported here. Becoming aware of any sounds that we may hear in our surroundings. Accepting any noises as part of our environment, a part of our experience. Do we hear any sounds in the distance? Are there any sounds in this room? Can we hear the sound of our breath? The inhales and exhales flowing through our nose. When we take a breath in, allowing the belly to fill up and expand like a balloon. And when we breathe out, allowing the belly to soften and relax. Taking those big breaths in and full, complete breaths out. Let's take 3 full body breaths. Inhaling through the nose and then opening the mouth, letting it go. Let's do 2 more just like that. Big inhale in and releasing. 1 more big inhale and exhale. As we continue to breathe, let's listen for our Sankalpa. This is an affirmation or intention. It's a positive I am statement, something we'd like to see more of in our lives. If we are experiencing injury or illness, our Sankalpa might be, I am healing. If we are feeling anxious, maybe trying, I am peaceful. I am calm. I am safe. If we're feeling stuck, we could try, I am letting go. I am growing. I am learning. If we're feeling a sense of lack, maybe I am valuable. I am capable. I am enough. For our own personal Sankalpa, anything is possible. Choosing a positive I am statement that resonates with our own heart. This Sankalpa is our powerful seed of transformation. Taking a few moments to feel for whichever Sankalpa feels the most truthful for us, and then planting it deep within. Repeating our Sankalpa and feeling that energy resonating from our heart to the rest of our body. Now let's explore Annamaya Kosha, the layer of our physical body. Bringing our attention to the very center of our chest, our heart space, and then sliding our attention over to our right hand, bringing all of our awareness into our right thumb, and then allowing that awareness to move into our pointer finger, our middle finger, our ring finger, pinky finger. Feeling that awareness spread across the palm of our right hand and the back of our right hand, softening into our wrist, traveling up our right forearm and sinking into our elbow, spreading across our upper arm and softening into our right shoulder. Finding our awareness at our right armpit and inviting our awareness to weave through the right side of our ribs, moving down our waistline and softening into our hip, spreading across our right thigh and feeling that awareness soften into our right knee, traveling down our right shin and calf and softening into our right ankle, into our heel, flowing across the sole and the top of our right foot, and then spreading out into each one of our toes, holding on to that awareness of our right toes, adding our right foot, adding our entire right leg, adding our torso on the right side of our body, adding our right arm, feeling the entire right side of our body with our awareness, whole right side. Moving our awareness over to our left hand and bringing all of our awareness into our left thumb, allowing that awareness to move into our pointer finger, middle finger, our ring finger, pinky finger, feeling that awareness spread across the palm of our left hand and the back of our left hand, softening into our wrist, traveling up our left forearm and sinking into our elbow, spreading across our upper arm and softening into our left shoulder, finding our awareness at our left armpit, and then inviting our awareness to weave through the left side of our ribs, moving down our waistline and softening into our hip, spreading across our left thigh, and then feeling that awareness soften into our left knee, traveling down our left shin and calf, softening into our left ankle, into our heel, and flowing across the sole and the top of our left foot, and then inviting our awareness to spread out into each one of our toes, holding on to that awareness of our left toes, adding our left foot, adding our entire left leg, adding our torso on the left side of our body, adding our left arm, feeling the entire left side of our body with our awareness, whole left side. Now moving through the back plane of our body by bringing all of our awareness down to the soles of our feet, sensing the backs of our heels and our calves, feeling the backs of both knees together, moving through both sets of hamstrings and both sides of our bottom, allowing our awareness to soften into our lower back, and then gradually, one vertebra at a time, rising up our spine, feeling our shoulder blades moving along the curve along the back of our neck, the back of our head, and softening across to the top of our head at the crown, flowing forward and smoothing across our forehead, spreading over our eyebrows and our brow center, noticing our awareness here, feeling both eyes together, feeling the bridge of our nose and our nostrils, the tip of our nose, our whole nose, connecting our awareness with our upper lip and our lower lip. Now feeling both lips together, feeling our upper teeth, lower teeth, our tongue, the upper palate, and then feeling our whole mouth, letting our awareness soften into our chin and then soften into our jaw, our whole jaw, bringing our awareness to our right ear and our left ear, sensing both ears together, noticing the space between our ears, traveling down our throat, sensing to the right and the left of our throat, bringing awareness to our whole throat, feeling our right collarbone and our left collarbone, moving our awareness down into the center of our chest, inviting that awareness into our right lung, our left lung, both lungs together, connected, feeling our beating heart, feeling our whole entire rib cage, allowing our awareness to travel down into our belly, and then connecting with the front of each thigh, softening into both of our kneecaps, flowing down our shins, feeling the tops of our feet and all 10 of our toes. Holding on to the awareness of our toes, adding in our legs, adding in our hips, our belly and our rib cage, adding both of our arms from shoulders to fingertips, adding our chest and our neck, adding our face and our whole head, so that now our whole entire body is wrapped in our awareness, resting in this body of awareness, feeling our whole body enveloped in our awareness, whole body, whole. From this whole body awareness, moving into pranamaya kosha, the layer of energy that we experience through our breath. First, just noticing our breath without trying to change or alter anything. Just simply observing our natural breath. Now let's imagine our breath at the base of our spine. And as we breathe in, imagining drawing energy up through the spine all the way to our neck. And then as we exhale, energy moving in the opposite direction from the neck and the shoulders all the way down our spine. Inhaling from the base of the spine, rising up our back, and then exhaling, falling down our spine. Inhaling and exhaling at our own pace. Imagining our breath flowing up and down our spine like a soft wave that gives us energy and washes away anything that we no longer need. As we continue to breathe, Maybe noticing where our breath connects within us. Where does our energy flow? Continuing to rest our body deeply while our mind remains aware. Now let's explore Manamaya Kosha, the layer of our thoughts and emotions, bringing our focus to the center of our chest, our heart space, and allowing our awareness to rest here. First, we will explore the opposites of cool and warm, allowing ourselves to now notice what it's like to feel cold within us. Just observing what it's like to experience a cold, cool feeling, and noticing any sensations connected to the feeling of coolness. There's no need to fix or evaluate anything, simply noticing. Now letting that cold, cool feeling go. Moving to feeling warm, observing what's connected to feeling warm. What do we feel here? Noticing any sensations in our body connected to the feeling of warm. Letting that feeling of warm go and moving back to feeling cool. Adding in the feeling of warm, holding on to both cool and warm, uniting these opposites into a far greater whole. Now letting them both go and returning to our neutral center, our heart space. Next, let's explore heavy and light, allowing ourselves to now notice what it's like to feel heavy. Just observing what it's like to experience heaviness and noticing any sensations connected to feeling heavy. No need to fix or change anything, just noticing. Now letting that heavy feeling go and moving towards feeling light. Observing what's connected to feeling light. What is it that we feel here? Observing and noticing any sensations in our body connected to feeling light. Now letting that feeling of lightness go, moving back to feeling heavy, adding in the feeling of being light, holding on to both heavy and light, uniting these opposites into a far greater whole. Now letting them go and returning to our neutral center, our heart space. Now let's explore the feelings of desire and fulfillment, allowing ourselves to feel desire. What is it like to desire something? What rises up within us? Taking a moment to notice and then letting that go. Moving to fulfillment, allowing ourselves to feel fulfilled. What's connected to being fulfilled? Letting it go. Moving back to desire, adding in fulfillment. Holding them both together. Now let's let them go and move back to our neutral space, our heart center. Now let's explore the feelings of resentment and forgiveness, letting ourselves to now experience what it's like to feel resentment. Just observing the feeling of resentment and what sensations are connected to it. Now letting those sensations go, moving towards feeling forgiveness. Simply noticing and observing. How does the feeling of forgiving make us feel? And then letting it go. Moving back to feeling resentment. Holding on to it. Adding in feeling forgiveness. holding them both together for a moment, and then letting them both go, returning to our neutral space, our heart center. Finally, let's explore our feelings of joy and sadness, allowing ourselves for just a moment to experience what it's like to feel sadness. Just observing what sadness feels like and noticing what sensations come up for us. Now letting those sensations go. Moving to feeling joy. Noticing and observing what it feels like to be joyful. And then letting that go. Moving back to feeling sadness, holding on to it, adding in the feeling of joy, holding both sadness and joy together, united. Now letting them both go and returning to our neutral space, our heart center. From this neutral heart space, expanding our awareness until we once again envelop our whole entire body within our own awareness. Whole body connected, whole body whole. Now exploring Vijnanamaya Kosha, our layer of insight, beginning with rapid visualization, allowing ourselves to imagine a candle flame, a winding forest path, willow trees, a school bus, a feather drifting through the air, a purring kitten, scrambled eggs, a treasure chest, patio lanterns, a mountain lake. Pausing here and noticing this mountain lake. Perhaps the water is still and glassy, or maybe it's gently rippling in the breeze. Looking around, are we surrounded by pine trees, rolling hills, or maybe snow-capped peaks in the distance? As we slowly begin to approach the water's edge, we may notice the air. Is it cool here, crisp? Or is there a warm, gentle breeze? Can we feel it on our skin? Is there a scent carried through the air? Maybe we can smell spruce and pine trees, or the faint scent of blossoms, or the earthy smell fresh after a rainfall. What sounds surround us? Do we hear birdsong, maybe crickets chirping, or the call of a loon, the rustling of trees, the quiet lapping of water? Kneeling down at the shore, we notice a smooth, flat stone resting there. We pick it up and gently turn it over in our hand, and we see that something has been etched into its surface. As we gently brush away the dirt and debris, tracing the words etched into this stone with our fingers, can we begin to make out what these words say? Here, carved into the stone, we may find our Sankalpa, our positive I am statement. It has been here all along, a reflection of our truth, our transformation. It is within us. We turn our focus to the surface of the lake, noticing the way the light moves across it, rippling, shifting, softening. the reflections begin to blur, mountain, sky, and water becoming one. Edges fade, colors melt into light. As the scene dissolves, we may discover a beautiful open space. We are here in Anandamaya Kosha, our layer of bliss and connection. Let's take a moment to observe. Whatever we feel, simply noticing and observing what exists for us right here, right now. There is nothing to do. Staying in this place of observation, becoming the witness of our own inner consciousness, allowing any thoughts that may arise here to just be. Perhaps focusing on the space in between our thoughts, lengthening this space, deepening this space. And in this space, before thought takes form, allowing any old patterns that no longer serve us to soften and dissolve. Letting everything fall away to create new open space, and allowing ourselves to lean into this space. What is it that we find here? We may wish to return with what we have learned on our journey, so that it may help guide and serve us, leaving and letting go of the rest. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Gradually waking up our body by wiggling our fingers and our toes, maybe circling our wrists and our ankles. We may wish to reach our arms overhead and stretch all the way from our fingers to our toes. When we're ready, perhaps bending our knees and bringing the soles of our feet together, coming into reclined butterfly. We may want to bring a hand to our heart and the other hand to our belly. Let's take a few final breaths, inhaling through the nose, opening the mouth and letting it go. 2 more just like that. Big inhale in and exhaling. Final breath, big breath in and letting it go. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, and I offer to you the traditional words of closing passed down from the original school of Yoga Nidra. Hari Om Tat Sat. All is truth, all is reality. Namaste.